Days we're going to work on chip shots and pitch shots.
Okay.
So if you have a little like about a 40-foot chip like this, tell me how you would typically play this shot.
I'm not a bump and run kind of person. That's just something I've never done. That's actually what I'd like to try to do. I would normally just take a sand wedge and kind of put it way back to basically just de-lofting the club and just trying to bump and run it, but I'm not comfortable using like what we have now, a pitching wedge or a 9-iron. I just don't, that's not something I normally do.
Sure.
I'm just not comfortable because I've never done it in a tournament or even just playing by myself. I just don't, it's not a shot that I've really tried to hit before. So.
Sure. And what is your litmus test of when you chip versus when you decide to putt?
Case by case. I mean, if I don't, if I'm, like this is pretty closely mown, quite a ways away, I'd probably extend that maybe 6-8 feet. Anything more than that, I'm just not comfortable putting because you never, even if it looks nice, you never know what's going to happen. I want to get the ball up on the green.
Sure.
I mean, I would say if I'm within a club length or so, maybe 3-4 feet off the green, I'll probably tend to putt it more. And if I'm chipping well that day, I might chip them all. It's kind of a case by case thing. So.
Yeah, one thing I've noticed the last couple times I've played with you is there's been some situations where I would definitely recommend chipping it versus putting it. I've even seen you putt out if you're just barely in the longer rough. Probably just because you're not real confident if you're chipping. So that's my goal for you for this lesson, is to get more confidence in chipping. I want you to have the feeling on a lot of these chips that you're thinking about making it, not just I don't want to chunk it or whatever negative thoughts. We want to get some positive thoughts going and get some confidence going.
Yeah, that would be great.
And to your point, it's going to be more repeatable if we can get the ball on the ground a little sooner. You just need to teach you the proper way. You might not really know what the best technique and what best club to use is, so we're going to talk about that and try to alleviate that fear.
Sure. Yep.
So we worked on distance control of your wedges today.
Yep.
You saw how you can hit your sand wedge with 3 different targets, and what we did is we had a kind of a clock system, so you were not making any major changes to your setup or your swing.
Yep.
You're basically just adjusting the length of your backswing and your follow through, getting them to match to control the distance. So we did a 33-yard shot was about a 9-3 kind of a shot, and then we did a 71-yard shot, and that was about, we figured about 10-30 coming through, and then we did more of a full sand wedge at like the 115 yards. And that might be a little bit of a stretch, so we figured that your optimal yardage is about 110 with the sand wedge. Anymore, we're going to go into the clock system with your gap wedge.
And that's probably about, that's pushing it on a normal round.
So that might be like a 10-30 kind of gap wedge.
Sure.
So what do you think about this clock system? You think this is something that can help your game?
Yeah, I think it just would help me be more consistent. And I guess it's just thinking about, if it's 3/4 of the way to the max, kind of going 3/4 or a little bit more of the way up, and then not trying to swing all the way through, is just use those points in my mind right before I swing, just to kind of control it. I was more consistent after we watched the video, I think. So.
Because if you can improve this part of your game, you're going to make a lot more birdies. Because with your length, you have a lot of these shots, and you'll take advantage of your length. That's what got DJ from being a top 10 player in the world to the #1 player in the world. Is he's really good at controlling his distances with his wedges, taking advantage of his length.
Yeah, and I feel if I go through a round where I maybe shot 78 or 80, I could find 4 strokes where from 120 yards in that I know I could have eliminated easily 3 or 4 around probably, I would say.
So I keep working on this with the random practice, mix up your yardages, and maybe write them down.
Sure.
You can do it actually with all 4 of your wedges.
Sure.
Learn how far the different swings go, and then we'll do another assessment towards the end of the 5-week program.
Sure. Sounds
all
good.
Right.
Awesome.
Good job.
Thank you.